Yo world, this is Fat Man DD1. Ah, did you miss me? Of course you did. Why didn't you? You're just here to watch my 30-day challenge of me blowing my fucking brains out. But on a serious note, get help, kids. If you're watching me now, you know what's about to happen. We about to get into it and talk about yes, Josh Whedon dropped out of Batgirl or got fired or quit. Pussy. Now, why do I call Josh Whedon a pussy? Well, you're a pussy. First of all, Josh Whedon is a good director. Now I know why DC was like, Josh Whedon, we want you to film Batgirl. There is a couple of reasons why. Because he's filmed two blockbuster Avengers movies and they've both hit $1 billion at the box office. And he's kind of tried to adjust Justice League and maybe save it, but that failed. And there's just a lot there for him to maybe jump into a Batgirl solo movie and do awesome. Now, why am I talking about Batgirl? Well, because everybody's talking about Batgirl, but I kind of want to put my 50 Cent on top of it because Batgirl is a good character. And plus, I did a review about Batgirl's Killing Joke, right next to the Killing Joke. Didn't finish the rest of that review. I'm sorry. But Josh Whedon, as a good director, he did film Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He did make Angel. Did he make Angel? I think he made Angel and Buffy, right? He both directed them at the same time. Well, not at the same time, at different times. And he was going back to back. And he finished Buffy and then finished Angel. And never came back to them ever again because they were fucking dust in the wind. Yeah. So, as he may have got left or got fired or whatever the case is, there are other directors that could hook up the mantle. Female director. Then we're gonna get into 3 directors that I think, because of aesthetic and style, that did pretty well in certain movies, who can take on the Batgirl solo movie if DC decides to find a female director. Number 1, we're gonna start with a good director, and her name is, well, you already know her. She freaking filmed Wonder Woman. So we're going with Patty Jenkins. Patty Jenkins has already made Wonder Woman fucking $1 billion. Like, the fucking movie did amazing. Well, I'm not really $1 billion. The estimate number, the total box office number is right here in front of my face, if I exaggerate a little bit. But the movie had a good character, good story, a good build up, a nice like fight scene. Some of the CGI was just like, all right, we can get past CGI, but this story and the progression, and she didn't get the love. So there was also sympathy and sadness in her soul, and she couldn't even return to her own fucking home at the end of it. And she's also immortal, so yeah, you know what I'm saying? That story was amazing. Her direction, the color she took, the path that she made, Wonder Woman was amazing. Right next to Man of Steel for me. I'm sorry, I just liked Man of Steel. Okay, it may have offended a lot of people, but this Wonder Woman movie was gold, and her direction in the film. Look, and she's also worked on a whole bunch of other stuff. But nobody. If you ever see Monster, she worked on that. Ever see 5? She worked on that, and now she's also directing Wonder Woman 2, or writing the script in 2019. So that's kind of fucking awesome to get her side and have DC say, look, we know you're working on Wonder Woman for us, but do you mind helping us out with a Batgirl movie? And just maybe, and just maybe, Patty Jenkins will say yeah, because she needs to stay working. She needs to stay credited. Why stay with one character that you've been with when you can develop a brand new character that's been around forever? You know what I'm saying? Like, Batgirl and Patty Jenkins' style, I think, can change the character on its head, but the direction. Also, Patty Jenkins can find a way to fit Batgirl into the main DCEU universe with Batman, the Justice League, and all that. They can find a way to fit her in. Maybe Barbara Gordon went off to college in Prague somewhere, dumb deep. Like Dick Grayson, like, became Nightwing, and like, he's gone. So maybe Batgirl just got fed up trying to save Gotham, and Batman's brooding the loss of Jason Todd. Maybe she went away. Maybe she put the costume on somewhere else and did her own spy stuff. We could get a lot of story from Patty Jenkins on that end. It could be incredible. What do you think about that? Second director is Catherine Bigelow. I like that pause. She's filmed The Hurt Locker, Zero Dark 30, Point Break. Point Break is actually a pretty cool fucking movie if you haven't seen it. And recently, well not recently, like 2017, Detroit, which was dark, crazy, pretty fucking scary. And also, it had Anthony Mackie, which is part of the Marvel Universe, you know, so she's got some points in there. I don't fucking know. But Captain Bigelow's style of gringy, a little bit of dark and like creepy, she could add certain vibes to Batgirl. If DC reaches out to her and says, hey, we like the way you film, we like the way you use the camera, we like the progression of it, and she's also won Best Director for 2010, that's telling you something, that she still has chops and power in this industry. 2010 may have been a long time ago, yeah, but she can still take characters, a story, and build on top of it and make some racks. Tell me not. Plus, Detroit was like a really fucking like, it hit home. That's a pretty scary movie with a real depiction of what happened back then. And Zero Dark 30 and Point Break and The Hurt Locker, the direction and style that both movies took at certain points in time, they were fucking awesome. Especially Zero Dark 30. So I think her directional skills with bringing out of a character and the way she can project through the camera and make the audience enjoy the movie, that is what we need, because we're gonna need certain different type of fight scenes. She could bring us the certain fight scenes that we seen in Zero Dark 30. She could bring us certain type of, not like fight scenes, like the way the camera moved in Zero Dark 30. She could bring us those type of fight scenes. She can make us want to understand the character more, you know, break down Batgirl and then break down what her struggles and what she's doing, because that will be a good character projection, you know what I'm saying? Especially from a director and a writing point of view, because DC probably does still have a script that she can be like, I can work with this. Number 3 director is Ava DuVernay. Now, she's worked on movies like Selma, The 13th, which is like a really like crazy prison movie, and she's also working on Wrinkle in Time, and I think a little oldie is Middle of Nowhere. Now, her direction style has been able to project and like visually capture a lot of stuff. A Wrinkle in Time looks visually good, you know, like there's a lot of CGI, I mean, like practical effects, you're not really sure, but it looks like a good trailer. The movie hasn't come out yet, but I wanna like it. I just wanna like it. She's directed Selma, and Selma was like a heart, like you could feel the energy of Selma. You know, it's like that Martin Luther King, like it's that Martin Luther King experience, and you're feeling the story, you're going through the motions, and she can project that much of a character. She can push and see the goal of a character and push the story along with you and make you understand the journey. That, a lot of directors can do that, but there's a certain point where you can take something like the Martin Luther King story and then put it in Selma, and then put that experience. For me, and this is just going to be a me thing, I like that experience, because if she's able to project these characters and she's able to project something like the 13, that's like a pretty intense type of movie to look at. So I'm gonna break down 13 for you. It's basically talking about the prison system in the United States, how black people are mostly incarcerated, but it's also telling it from not just a black point of view, but from an outlook of what the prison system is doing to people in general. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't doing nothing, you're breaking the law, you're going to jail. But the fines, the story, and the element of, I think in like a documentary, you know what I'm saying? The breakdown, the chopping of it. Sorry, something in my throat. But if she can project a lot from those movies and add it to Batgirl, what type of elements could she have? What can she take from all the movies and project it? Because DC gives her the budget, they give her the script, she makes about a quarter more than they've given her. She pushes Batgirl to her natural limit. She makes the story incredible. The progression is good. We could have something fucking awesome. And that is kind of what I want to see. It could be combined of a little tinsy bitsy of Selma with the Wrinkle in Time. But Disney does have her wrapped around their finger for now. So maybe not, but I do go with the first pick, which is Patty Jenkins, I think DC needs to look towards Patty Jenkins a little more. These three directors are fine, but Patty Jenkins is already working with DC. I think they need to utilize her experience and they need to utilize her talent. She's a good fucking director. Everybody thought Wonder Woman was gonna be and then we all went in the fucking cinema and seen it, and it was fucking incredible. So DC, look at me with my ugly ass eyeballs. You need to take Patty Jenkins and have her work on your Batgirl. Whatever time it takes, it could come out the end of this year or the beginning of next year, the same as Wonder Woman. Because Patty Jenkins would be rolling in the dough if she kills Batgirl and Wonder Woman. That means DC has not their Kevin Feige or type of Christopher Nolan role. They probably do have their new Christopher Nolan in her. If she's able to kill Wonder Woman 2, she's their new Christopher Nolan. That's what I think they're trying to find, because Nolan left that mark on the Batman trilogy that he had. That's all I'm saying. But hopefully they actually look from within and not keep searching outwards, because Josh Whedon was a bust and he may have not been able to grasp the understanding of just the character. Because there's reports that they were going to pick a version of Batgirl from 1980s or some shit and then pull it up to nowadays. But I just want to see this done well. Same as everybody else, the Bat family is something that's important to me to be projected on screen. What could happen, you never know. But I'm Fat Man DD1. Thank you for joining me. Sorry for the long ass video, but I had to get this out there and I had to really just talk about it. So, thank you for watching. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that bell, and please, trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Don't be pussy. Share, like, comment, be active. Tell me what you want to see, because I fuck with you and you fuck with me. So, I'm Fat Man. Peace, and I'm out.
She see money all around me. I look like I'm the man.